I was brought up to believe in the power and goodness of being compassionate towards others. My mother was a doctor, my grandmother and grandfather were doctors, as was my great-grandfather. When I was 19, I worked at Kids Helpline, a telephone counselling service for children and adolescents here in Australia. And I proudly remember the day we launched the service nationally. Helping, healing, compassion are in the blood. So you can probably imagine my surprise when I learned about the importance of self-compassion. Self-compassion. This almost didn't compute. I need to be compassionate towards others, and I just don't deserve to use the precious time and resources I have on myself. And yet there I was, sitting on a cushion in a circle with about 60 fellow travellers, learning about self-compassion from doctors Kristen Neff and Chris Germer. Being kind, supportive, encouraging towards myself. I said to Chris Germer, "I don't feel like I deserve it." And he responded with, "Stan, you'll probably always feel that way," which was a little disheartening. But what can change is how you treat yourself when you do feel that way. How you can begin to treat yourself with kindness. And he said, self-compassion is just widening your circle of compassion to also include yourself. This had a profound effect on me. But then I stumbled on the work of Professor Paul Gilbert and learned that not only might I be compassionate towards others and myself, I might also try to open myself up to receiving compassion from others. Mind blown. To be honest, that was the most difficult of all three flows of compassion. What if they think I'm soft, weak, stupid, a bad psychologist? But when I looked around, I realized that kindness, care, compassion from others sometimes came my way. Little things, like the momentary act of kindness from a stranger. Bigger things, like an old friend showing up and offering help when my child was unwell. It takes courage to be compassionate towards others. It can be difficult and distressing to work with their suffering. And it takes courage to be compassionate towards ourselves. Let's face it, that means bringing our awareness to our own suffering. And it takes courage to open ourselves up to receiving compassion from others. But it can be so important to do so for the sake of our own well-being. See if you can start to practice compassion across the three flows. And remember, courage is often the key.